So, hello and Merry Christmas, everyone. And this is the annual Meeple Christmas quiz. And today we've got 6 contestants for this quiz. We're really looking forward to this. And there's a little bit of a twist because our guests don't know much about this quiz. Now, we've asked our guests to go away and prep. One is we've asked them to come up with a board game related question. And we've also asked them to find a hidden gem board game that's in Board Game Geek's Top 2000, but they've no idea what they're doing. And we also informed them that there will be some pictures to decipher, but again, they have no idea what those pictures are. So let me explain what this quiz is all about in just a moment. First, we'll introduce our guests. So shall we start off with Jonathan? Jonathan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Johnny, and you're watching Not the Hexy Beast because we're on Jay's show right now. And I basically run a solo board gaming channel, which kind of focuses on retail releases. And that's about it. You just check me out at the Hexy Beast. It's easy to find. Who's next?
Fantastic. And Andrew, over to yourself.
Yeah, I have a face for radio, so I have a podcast called the Tabletop Submarine. We interview people in the industry and we ask them deep probing questions, trying to find out why we love board games as much as we do. And it's a cool discussion show. I'm here representing that, and I'm also a board game designer myself with a couple of games coming out next year.
Fantastic. And do you want to give any insight into what those games are?
Can't say anything yet.
Oh, well, time will tell. And over to yourself, Sarah.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I have the channel called Board Games in a Minute, so I do some crowdfunding overviews, and I also have a weekly series called The Weekly Playback, in which I discuss all the games I've played in greater detail.
Fantastic. Thank you. And over to yourself, Grant.
Hey, I'm Grant. I have a channel called Grant's Game Rex. I'm active on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and I'm also a comedian, and I have an hour show all about board games that I do at conventions all over.
Yes, and there's quite a few videos of you on YouTube of people have been hiding under a rock somewhere. Over to yourself, Jeff.
I'm Jeff Irving with Weathervane Games, and I'm the owner of that small company in rural Montana. And we've got 9 products we're currently working on, all based around the world of Vrahode. We've got our first Kickstarter launching in October 2024 called Vrahode Age of Prophecy. And I fully expect to be the least versed in all the breadth of games that are out there. So I'm the opposite of a ringer for you, Jay.
So finally, we have Randy.
Hi, I'm Randy with Legends of Nerdvana. We do a review. We have a review channel. We've got roughly a collection of 3,200 board games, and my goal is to review them all before I die. And I realized as we were going through, if I keep buying games, I'll never die. So that's kind of the reason for our channel.
I like the logic.
So
Makes complete sense.
So let's explain to yourselves and our viewers out there what this is going to involve and how many rounds are in this quiz. Now, there are 4 rounds in this quiz. Now, of course, you have no idea, our contestants, what this will involve. Well, round 1, our contestants will each be asking one another a board game related question. And that's why they've been asked to go away and think of one that isn't too difficult. Now, 2 points will be awarded for a correct answer, and you will have 10 seconds in which to give an answer to that question. So we will be putting you on the spot. Now, round 2 is going to be hidden gem versus hidden gem. Now, contestants will ask each other if they've played that game. We've asked our contestants to go away and think of a hidden gem board game that's in Board Game Geek's Top 2000. Not too obscure, and certainly not one that's only come out last week. And they'll be asking another contestant whether they've played that game. Now, if that contestant has played that game, well, the opponent will receive a point. However, if they haven't played that, the contestant asking if they played that game will instead receive the point. But don't worry if you get a bit confused. I will keep you in check as we go along. And round 3, contestants, you will be asked 6 random questions. They are multiple choice questions, all relating to the board game industry. I will tell you what those are when we get to round 3. And 2 points will be awarded for each correct answer. We'll ask you to keep track of your points as you go through the rounds, and then we'll have a look at the end game scoring. And finally, round 4, yous will be given pictures. Now, I've sent these out beforehand, but I've given you strict instructions not to open the attachment. And we will get this up on the screen for our viewers out there, and we would like our viewers to get involved as part of this as well. So what will happen in round 4, there will be 6 pictures. You'll have to decipher those pictures and assign a board game that relates to those pictures. I will give you a hint when we get to round 4 to make it as easy as we can, but there are a few tricky ones, okay? And you'll be given exactly 2 minutes to give your answers to each of 6 of them. You will come back and then we'll go through what the correct answers are, and you will mark them off whether they were correct or incorrect. So are we ready to kick off with round 1?
Sure.
How.
Yep. So you have been asked to go away, think of a question you're going to ask another contestant. I'm going to pair you up right now. So we're going to start off with Jonathan against Sarah. So starting.
Oh, no pressure.
Jonathan.
Kind of ruined friendships already.
Can you go? Start us off, Jonathan.
What do you mean start? Oh, you want my question?
So ask Sarah your
okay.
question.
Can you name 2 games that are designed by the famous solo designer David Digby?
Oh,
that's a
wow.
tough one. That's
David
a tough one.
Digby? And they're solo only games?
Not necessarily solo only, but he does a lot of solo modes for other games. I tried to make it broad.
Wow, this is hard.
First question.
That's tough. We'll give you a few more seconds. That's a tough one.
Out
I
for
didn't think it
blood
was tough.
already.
I didn't think it was tough, but then that's what I do.
Game.
I literally have no idea.
Oof.
I don't know either, so you're not
come
allowed.
Yeah. I don't
The only
play
hint you're gonna
solo,
get
so you would have helped me
Is
with
that
this
he
one.
did design the solo mode for my hidden
Never
gem.
know. I don't know.
I have no idea either. No idea. That is a tough one.
Both of them are on the shelf behind me. That's your clue.
Lost Ruins of Arnak?
No.
Okay. I feel like I should know who designs that, but no.
I couldn't read that even if I was zoomed in.
Yeah, but
It's David Digby.
Shall we? Yeah, that's a tough opening question. That is mega tough.
I'll let you stew on it. If you want to.
Mega tough. Do you want to give Sarah a clue? I think we need to make this a bit easier. So
My clue is going to come rolling across the bottom of the screen right now. There's your clue. I didn't want to say David Turksey because you would have just named 2 games straight away. But he does a lot of games that you probably have played.
Okay, can the clue roll by a little bit slower? Yeah. You weren't
That's
on
the answer. I literally just showed you the answer.
Yeah, but you weren't in the main screen when it rolled by. So okay, there we go. Swatch, yay, swatch. There we go.
Well done.
Thank you.
So what is
just one more.
Well, what is Swatch? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know it either.
I'll
I've
tell you
never seen
about
that
it when
game.
Hidden Gem comes around.
All right, okay. I'll tell you what, because that was a really hard question. We'll give Sarah 2 points, okay? Because I think, in all honesty, I think any of us trying to answer that question would struggle because I haven't got a clue. So
No.
let's see whether Sarah can get Jonathan to guess correctly. So Sarah, you ask Jonathan your question.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be equally as hard. Who knows? Who is the designer of the game A War of Whispers?
Mm-hmm.
Have you played that game?
No.
Oh, you haven't played it? It's a really fantastic game, but I was actually interviewing Hakan Gardner, who I don't know if you know his game. And
I know who Hakan is. Did you just answer the
we were
question?
talking about what a great game it is, and then he asked me if I knew who designed it because he didn't know. We were just talking about how neither of us knew the designer's name, and then I was like, "That's crazy," because it's such a great game, and we both loved it, and we didn't even know the designer's name.
I could cast the net really wide and just say Reiner Knizia because he's designed like everything. But right, Wolf Whispers. Do you know any other games by the same guy? Is that a clue that I'm allowed to steal?
Yeah, I can give you a clue. Let's see. He also designed a game called Villainous Vikings.
Oh, that's not helping.
Yeah, that won't help me either.
Oh, so we got 2 passes, but Sarah got points for it. I have
I
no
think that
idea.
was that's a bit more streamlined, that question. They're tough. It's a tough question. It is a tough question.
I feel like I'm in high school and I'm an elementary student. It's what
I
I
know,
feel
I
like
was
when
thinking
I'm
that. This is a high pressure
I feel like I had the
situation.
wrong study sheet.
What about giving him the initials of the designer as a
Okay,
hint?
yeah. His
That'd be a
first
good help.
initial, that's a good, yeah. His first initial is J and his second initial is S.
John Smith.
So it's not me.
Mm.
Just to be clear.
Yeah. So it's not him. Why am I drawing a blank on this? I bet you'll tell me the answer and I'll know straight away. That's what
I don't
happened.
know. Like,
Is
I
it?
feel like it's, yeah.
Yeah, I think we need an answer now. I think we need an answer.
I don't know any designers beginning with J. I don't think. I'm struggling for
Irving.
that part. Oh yeah. Well, got it, but that's not an S.
Nope.
Can I say Jeff Serving or Jeff Simmons or?
Right,
just
what's the answer, Sarah?
It is Jeremy Stoltzfus.
Oh no,
I would have
wasn't gonna
gotten
get
that wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
hard.
get that.
That is hard.
This is a problem
That is
with all
hard.
content
Sorry.
creators, so we're thinking about hard questions.
We have
Yeah.
kicked off with 2
A lot of
difficult
times
ones.
quiz
Oh.
shows like start easy and ramp up, and we
Yeah,
just
this is not
make
that one.
everybody feel bad
Oh,
from the
this-
beginning.
Yeah.
Thank you for
this is
not
a
pairing me
hardcore
with
quiz.
either of them.
Luckily, it's not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We'd be gone. No money.
Okay, let's
accept that I failed at that question and move on.
So next up, we have got Andrew versus Jeff, starting with Andrew.
All right, Jeff, I got an easy one for you. This is not too
Okay.
hard. Okay.
All right.
Name a game that you can print and play.
Wow.
There are
Easy. I'm not saying.
thousands of them. Like
There are
lots and lots and
thousands.
lots.
I just don't do them, so it's going to be tough for me.
Oh,
I
I'll
know
give
you
you a
can print
clue.
and play. I know you can print and play Shadow Dark, which is a retro RPG. That's one of them you can print and play.
I
done
know
and
print
done.
and
Yeah,
play
literally,
game
this
with my
was
logo on it.
half of the possible board games that exist in
Yeah,
the world you can
so-
print and play. So, yeah, nice and easy one. You got it.
All right, I got an easy one
Okay.
for you as well.
Okay.
What Christian-based board game is currently on BGG's hot list and rising?
Oh, it's
I hate knowing the answer and not being able to say anything.
There's a couple of them. Is it Pocket Paragons?
Nope.
No. Is it Babylon Gardens? All right, I missed it. Those are the 2 guesses I had.
That was a good one.
It is
Mhm.
Deliverance by Lowen Games.
Ah, okay.
That came out, was that a couple 2-3 years ago? Did that come out?
Pardon?
Was that released about 2-3 years ago?
It's actually a little newer than that. Like I think late last year, early this year,
Okay.
but it's really
Yeah.
taken off and it's getting traction. Actually, more traction. I just like to look at games that have a unique wrinkle, and something being done by a Christian designer with a Christian theme. I've just kind of watched it to see what kind of resistance that gets because it is secular.
I get you.
But it's really kind of taken off. So it's just kind of something that's been fun to watch.
It's got to be better than Jerusalem, right? Because from the VA games, because
Yeah. So
Fantastic. Well, we finally have Grant and Randy. So starting with Grant.
I think mine's decently easy too. We all love top 10 lists, but I don't want to ask you about the top 10 on BGG. What's something that's in the 11 to 20 on BGG? So not top 10.
Oh,
Still
okay.
one of the highest.
Let's see. What was there that could have fallen?
easy. It don't matter when I'm not making points. It's easy.
Let's go with Pandemic Year Zero?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
The Pandemic Legacy Season 1 is number 2, but Pandemic Year Zero doesn't make it in the top 20.
Oh, okay.
Let's
I
get
hate
one
Pandemic, by the way, so I just assumed it would be up there.
more.
Dune Imperium.
Nope, number 7.
Oh,
Yeah. Getting
Oh,
closer.
Yeah.
close,
Close.
Not quite. That was
Uh-huh.
that was challenging.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what could have faded into the 10 to 20 region. That's a tricky.
Yeah.
Do you want one more guess?
Sure.
Since everyone else has been given a bit of leave-ins.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's go with Frosthaven.
Nope, hasn't risen
No.
that high yet.
I hadn't got that high yet. Okay. Well, I busted.
Yeah, no worries. You're close.
Yeah.
Can I give a
Vote
guess?
yourself, Grant.
Sure.
how about Root? Is it up there still?
Root is in the top 30, but not in the
Oh.
top 20. It's
Oh,
How about
29.
We're playing
Terraforming Mars?
horseshoes. Playing
Yeah.
horseshoes, trying to get close.
Yeah,
over here.
exactly.
I feel like everybody should throw out a guess. Somebody could get this.
Yeah.
Someone
Terraforming
someone's
Mars.
gotta
Come
get
on,
it.
give me Terraforming Mars.
Terraforming
Terraforming
Mars is in the top. It's number 6, so it's in the
Ah.
top.
Too high, too high.
Oh, that is tricky.
You'll know all of these games.
Oh, I'm
Of
sure
course.
I will. I
Yeah.
probably own all
We
of
should
them.
do Wheel of Fortune next time, so at least we could have the noises, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Castles of Burgundy.
Boom,
Ooh.
correct.
Yay!
That's a good one.
Right,
Yeah.
hey.
Yes.
Give it points.
Castles of Burgundy is number 16.
Yeah, good job, Sarah.
Yay.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't
Did
seen
you get
Wingspan
my
in the
points?
top 10. Is Wingspan in there?
No, Wingspan's 25. There is a Stonemeyer game in the 20 to 11 range, though.
Scythe.
5.
Tithe, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Tithe is 17.
Darn it.
Yep. So then we also have Brass Lancashire, Eclipse, Second Dawn for the Galaxy, Seven Wonders Duel,
No,
Great
yeah.
Western Trail, Through the Ages, Twilight Struggle, Gaia Project, and Spirit Island.
I think I have
Mm.
every one of those games.
Yep.
Sods
All
off.
right. Ready for mine?
Yep.
Okay, so we've all heard of the cult of the new.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the cult of the old. As far as the top 100 games, there's only 2 that are older than year 2000.
Mm.
You can give me either of them. Bonus if you get both.
Boy, is Acquire up there?
Nope.
It's a good one, though.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Catan came out in 95. Is that in the top 100?
Nope.
Okay. Then let me think of, so older than year 2000 and top 100. Because Carcassonne, I think, came out in 02. And Ticket to Ride came out in like 2005, so those wouldn't be it. I'm trying to think of like crazy popular ones. It's not Acquire. Diplomacy?
Nope.
Dang. I thought I had some good guesses here.
You did. They were good guesses. They just weren't up there.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the only person who understands the definition of easy.
Yeah. I thought
I
mine
mean,
wasn't
we're all
too
supposed
hard,
to be
but
experts here.
mine was harder than it ended up that I thought it was gonna be. You know?
Yeah, but I think when we get to round 3, I think we'll have the definition of easy because my
And
questions.
this is BGG, so it wouldn't be like
Yeah.
an Uno or a Monopoly or something like that.
Right.
No, the one of the 2 is really old.
Chess?
No, not quite that old.
Oh, It's crokinole. Crokinole's on that list.
There you go. There's one of them.
Oh,
Wow, well done.
okay.
And the other one is El Grande.
Ah,
Oh, I could have maybe worked my way to crokinole. I would not have gotten to El Grande.
I agree. I would never gotten to El Grande.
Yeah. So
Well, that
all of
is,
us have no points, pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
so
Sarah's
I started
got
gaming
two.
in 2019, so that was never going to
Yeah.
be a question I
well,
could answer.
so at the end of that round, we technically gave Sarah 2 points.
Sarah wins.
And we gave Jeff 2 points, and everyone
Yeah.
else scored 0 points at the end of round 1. But there's plenty of time to catch up, so don't worry. So
I'm glad
we
you're
are
keeping
on-
track of the points.
So we are on to round 2 now, and I'll be interested to see how people at home are doing, whether they're actually participating or not and getting involved, because I'm be interested to see whether they got any of those questions correct, because they were tough challenger ones.
How?
So round 2 is hidden gem versus hidden gems. Again, you'll be paired up with one another, and you'll be asking the other contestant whether they played that game or not. If they have played that game, they earn the point. If they haven't played the game, then you earn the point. Does that make sense? Fairly straightforward. So in terms of who's against who, we're going to start off with Sarah against Grant, starting with Sarah to ask Grant.
You prevented me cheating. I was about to pull this out because I knew Sarah knew it.
Oh, I know that very well since I demoed it at Essen for Dronda Games. So do I just tell him the name of the game, or do I also try to make
Yeah.
him guess what the game is?
No, just tell him the game and ask whether he's, and Grant, you've got to see, obviously there's got to be some
Okay.
trust here, but whether you've played that game or not. So really simple around this.
It was really hard for me to pick one. I kind of narrowed it down between 2, but I ended up picking Cafe from Pythagoras Games.
I have played that because Rain in a Jar taught it to me at Gen Con a couple of years ago. She loves that game.
Yeah, it's one of my
Instagram.
all-time favorite games. It's amazing. Yeah.
And hot tip I learned at PAX Unplugged, because Cafe technically isn't released in America yet. It's Mr. B Games is releasing a version of it next year in the United States.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So he told me that he was doing. I just saw it at PAX Unplugged. So because
Interesting,
that's
yeah.
the little card one where you're covering up part of a section and stuff, right?
Yeah, and you have little cubes representing different coffee beans, and it's the different coffee bean, like you're trying to roast beans and and make them into coffee and deliver them. Yep.
I am shocked, but I have played that one. I don't own it, but I played it at like Gen Con.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good.
Nice.
Well done,
I also had mine narrowed down to like 3, and it's hard to pick the one, but I'm going with Juicy Fruits.
I actually have played it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is Juicy Fruits?
It's a super fun game in the Capstone family line. I think it's at like 16. It's at like 1650 on BGG, but you are basically sliding little fruit tiles and then earning actual fruit.
Like actual fruit,
whatever. Yeah.
Juicy fruits.
Well,
just like
then,
that.
then you use all the fruits, so it's like a little spatial slidey puzzle on your board, and then you play, and then you use those to like fulfill contracts, sort of stuff.
Yeah, I should really play it again. I only played it one time, but
yeah. I'm curious of what your other one. I want to hear what other people had it narrowed down to as well.
Yeah, the other one, I don't even know if this is also a hidden gem, but the Bloody Inn was going to be my other one.
I never
that was
played
my
that
backup too.
Oh, maybe I should have picked the Bloody Inn. Aw.
Yeah, my backups were Bad Company and Skulls of Sedlick.
Okay, I've played Skulls of Sedlick, but I have not played the other one.
I've played Bad Company, but I haven't played the other.
All right. Interesting.
Good picks, good picks. So next we've got Randy versus Andrew, starting with Randy.
All right. So the one I picked was The Magnificent by Aporta Games.
Oh, I have not played that one. So yeah, you get a point.
I get a point. Yes.
Yeah,
it's a
well
great
done,
game.
Randy.
I highly recommend
What a
that
game. It is a very good game. I'm just saying that I really
Yeah,
like it.
All right, so my pick is Discoveries, Lewis and Clark, the dice game.
I played Discoveries, the base game, but not the dice version.
Well, that if you play it's
okay. It's
the Lewis and
it's
Clark
separate.
version that is the
Yeah.
dice versus the one that is the big board.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I've played that. Yeah.
No point for me.
Well done, Randy. Randy, well done. 2 points in that round for you. Well done. Impressive. So next we've got Jeff versus Jonathan, starting with Jeff.
All right, this one is a little out of my normal play style, but I love it. This is the re-release of a 1981 game by Milton Bradley that reenacts World War II, Axis and Allies.
I have played Axis and Allies, actually. But only the digital version. Does that count?
I think
I
it
played it
counts.
online with other people.
I think it counts.
Yeah.
So you get a point.
Yay! I get a point. My first
Well
point.
done. Okay, so Jonathan, over to you now.
Well, I'm gonna say, have you seen, as I kind of already revealed it earlier this round, have you played this, Isle of Trains? Either version.
I have not played Isle of Trains. I probably played less than 1% of the games that all of you folks have played.
Okay, so I don't get points. Got it. So no points for me.
Nope. Yeah.
So that was interesting. It's interesting to see what people perceive as a hidden gem game. There's a couple of great choices there. And I think I gave an example in the email I sent out about Yukon Airways, because not many people play Yukon Airways, and I think that personally, I think that's a great game. I actually love it. And there's a few great games in the top 2,000. A lot of people still haven't got their hands on or played, and should have that experience of getting a chance to play those games. So, I won't give you the scores yet. We'll keep going, and we're going to move on to round 3. Now, this is going to be multiple choice questions, okay? So there are 6 different multiple choice questions. I will read out the answer, not the answer, I'll read out the question, because that'd be silly giving you the answer, and then I'll give you the 4 choices. I'll repeat the 4 choices again, so you have them, then I'll move on to the next question. So have a pen and paper ready to write down your answers, okay? And you at home as well, make sure you've got your pen and paper for this. And we're going to kick off with question 1. So which one of these games is not in the Board Game Geek top 100, not in the top 100? Is it A, Terraforming Mars, or B, Mombasa, C, Seventh Continent, or D, Decrypto? Is it A, Terraforming Mars, B, Mombasa, C, Seventh Continent, or D, Decrypto? So moving on to question 2.
I have locked in my answer.
Which one of these games has a weight rating, which is the complexity for those who don't know, who are watching, greater than 4 according to Board Game Geek? Is it A, Food Chain Magnet, B, Brass Birmingham, C, Arc Nova, or D, Scythe? A,
Really?
Food Chain Magnet, B, Brass Birmingham, C, Arc Nova, or D, Scythe?
There's only one it could be, isn't there? I'm not going to say, but there is only one.
We'll see,
Everything
we'll
else is
see.
easily like 3 to 4.
One of these things is not like the other.
Right.
Question 3. Which game won the Spiel des Jahres in 2020? Was it A, Azul, B, Just One, C, Micro Macro, or D, Pictures? That's A, Azul, B, Just One, C, Micro Macro, or D, Pictures? Moving on to question 4. Which designer has won the most Spiel des Jahres awards?
Easy.
Is it A, you think this is easy, this is actually quite a tricky one. Is it A, Wolfgang Kramer? And I'm going to maybe butcher some of these names, I apologize. Or is it B, Michael Kiesling? Or C, Klaus Schuber? I think it's Tuber. I think it's Tuber.
Mhm.
Or D, Stefan Bogen. A,
Oh.
Wolfgang Kramer. B, Michael Kiesling. C, Klaus Tuber. Or D, Stefan Bogen.
I'm gonna have to guess. Here we go. Guess locked in. It's not
Question
who I thought
number
it was.
5. Which major board game publishing company went into administration this year? Was it A, Mattel? I think it's Mattel you pronounce it. B, Fantasy Flight Games. C, Hasbro. Or D, Ravensburg. That's
What is
A,
Ooh.
Mattel.
administration? What?
Yeah,
I
what
don't-
is the definition of what that is?
So not necessarily they've gone under. They went into administration. It could have been bought out by another person, company, equity. It doesn't
Okay.
mean they've actually gone under. They're just an administration process. Okay. So they might still be existing. So is it A, Mattel, B, Fantasy Flight Games, C, Hasbro, or D, Ravensburg?
Oh, it's a tricky one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now, the last question now, number 6. Which major board game hit caused 2 lawsuits? Is it A, Cluedo, or known as Clue in some countries? B, Buckaroo? C, Trivia Pursuit? Or D, Monopoly? A, Cluedo or Clue? B, Buckaroo? C, Trivia Pursuit? Or D, Monopoly?
Guess locked in. I'm just guessing.
Okay.
These are multiple choice.
Right, so are we ready to mark off our answers?
Okay.
So the first question was, well, I asked you which one of these board games is not in the Board Game Geek Top 100, and the correct answer is Mombasa. And at the
All
time,
right, I got my first point.
Was that which choice was that? Was that D, A, B, C, or
That's
D?
B.
That's what I've written.
B
Okay.
is Mombasa. It was
Okay.
ranked at 101 at the time of checking. I have no idea.
So
what
that's a
going to say.
0 on that one. I
Okay.
guess D.
I'll come around in a second, get your scores. Now, question 2 was, I asked you which one of these board games had a weight rating of greater than 4. The correct answer was A, Food Chain Magnet.
Oh,
That actually has a
really?
weight rating of 4.21.
I was going to go for Brass. Never mind.
Brass actually has a weight rating of 3.89.
Oh, so close.
So yeah, very, very tough one. So question 3 was, I asked you which game won the Spiel des Jahres in 2020. The correct answer is D, Pictures.
Oh, yeah, you finally got one right.
Yeah, do you know what? I would have got that wrong. When I looked at it and I thought, oh my goodness, that's harder than I thought. So question 4 was, I asked you which designers won the most Spiel des Jahres awards. It's A, Wolfgang Kramer. He's won 5 Spiel des Jahres awards.
5.
Michael Kiesling won 3, Klaus Tuber won 3, and Stefan Bogen won 1.
See, I didn't know that. Well,
Oh.
we live and learn.
I didn't either until I started looking at
That
some
one was
questions
hard
now.
because Kramer and Kiesling have done a bunch together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what was tricky for me as well. I was a bit like, not sure.
Yeah, that was a toughie. That was a toughie. Now, question 5 was actually which board game publishing company went into administration? It was C, Hasbro. So
I got that one right
news,
too.
it went into administration. It dropped several areas of the businesses, such as a clothing line, etc., and trying to concentrate in one particular area, which is the toys and games.
Do you know what gave me the hint with that? Is that if you look at the side of a Monopoly box these days, it doesn't say Hasbro anymore.
So yeah,
Just saying.
they've been bought out, well, partially had investment. So yeah, they're still alive and still kicking. So question 6 was actually which major board game hit caused 2 lawsuits? Now, if anyone was watching my channel, they would know that because I covered this in a piece regarding copyright and patents. It was actually C, Trivia Pursuit. And there were 2 lawsuits. Have you heard of the Hitchhiker lawsuit? That is one of them.
No, but I can imagine the way the game works, it would need updating and cause problems. So
there was, yeah, so the top 2 lawsuits, very briefly, the Hitchhiker's lawsuit was that the chaps who allegedly designed the game were picked up in a car by individuals who worked for Hasbro and allegedly stole their game idea as they discussed it in the car. The second lawsuit was actually to do with the questions, the trivia questions, where Trivia Pursuit actually acknowledged they took the questions from a trivia book. However, they actually got away with it because it was used for research. Therefore, under law, they actually didn't fell through for the lawsuit and actually escaped punishment because
Ooh,
of
that's
that.
naughty,
There we
innit?
go.
That's
That's
naughty.
loopholes in the legal system for you. So that brings us to
There was actually a fake question thrown in. That's how he caught him. There was a seed question that was wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Though also, I will say, I kind of feel like D should count as well because McDonald's monopoly has led to multiple lawsuits.
Yeah.
McDonald's
I feel like
does the-
Monopoly causes lawsuits. Like that's one of
No,
those
but I'm
things.
just, but no, but really, you know how McDonald's has done the monopoly stuff? There have been multiple lawsuits
Yeah.
about them gaming the system and not putting the prizes that they
Yeah,
thought.
there's also been like a
that
big
they were.
heist
Right.
conspiracy around it where people have been like
Yeah.
stealing the cards from it
Well,
to make sure they win
I
the
feel
money.
like that one should count too.
Sure.
That's question that straws when the question states two lawsuits.
Okay.
Only 2.
So what we'll do a quick round to see how many points you accumulated for that round. So starting with yourself, Jonathan, how many points
Why
did
am
you
I always
receive?
first? I got 3
Let's do it
points.
How many points?
3
Well
altogether.
done. So
On
you
question
get 2
3,
points.
5, and 6.
Yeah, so you get 2 points for each one.
6
So you get
points
6
then.
points. Well done. So
add math to it.
Andrew, how many points did you get?
I got 3 as well. I got 1, 2, and 4 right.
Well done. So you got 6 points. Sarah,
Just 4 points. I only got 2 correct.
I mean, 2 of mine were just
Well
guesses,
done.
so no pressure.
and Grant, over to yourself.
Well, if we're not counting Monopoly for question
We're not
6,
counting it. We're not
got
counting it,
6.
all right?
I got 6 points.
Well done. Well done.
Also 1, 2, and 4.
Fantastic. And Jeff.
Like Sarah, I got 2 questions correct for 4 points. And I'm very proud of getting those 2.
You should be.
Yes, yes. Well, I'll tell you what, I think the final score is going to be tight on this quiz. I think it's going to be tighter than people think.
It just shows how diverse the hobby itself is, doesn't it? Really, that we're all our knowledge base doesn't always cross over where you think it would.
Right.
Absolutely. Randy.
So you said these were worth 2 points each?
Yeah.
Then I got 6. I got all the even ones.
Oh, well done.
But nobody got more than 3 right. Oh.
Those are some tough questions, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were tough. To be fair, I think this has been quite a tough quiz. Don't think it's been as straightforward as maybe some of us maybe thought in terms of the difficulty.
Someone has shown up. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That's enough.
round
That's
4. Round 4, our final round, you'll get 1 point for each answer, okay? Now, I've emailed, don't look yet, I've emailed you the pictures. I'll get them up on the screen for our viewers out there, so don't worry, you'll be able to see the pictures. You'll have exactly 2 minutes in order to answer, or not answer, but to give the answer to each of the pictures for a board game that relates to it. I'm going to give you a hint, okay? There are no complex board games that have a weight rating of 4 or greater in Board Game Geek, okay?
Oh, you guys spend too much time on BGG, man.
There will be a sound that will you will hear when the time runs out. So your 2 minutes will start now.
And so these images, these aren't covers, these are just relating to something.
Each one relates to a board game. So
do I have to guess the game then, basically, yeah?
yeah, guess the game, only the game.
Okay, so
they're
when
all complex of 4 or above?
None
No,
of them.
no, below.
None of them. They're all.
Oh, below. Okay.
I would
below,
say the majority of
And
them
just-
are. I would say there's about 3 on there that are kind of medium weight, family weight, and I would say there's about 3 that may be medium to complex.
and the pictures themselves are not art from the actual games themselves, they're just designed to trigger the
They're not
answer.
out of the board games, but they relate to the board games.
Right, so I need to write this down. So when
Picture 3 could be several.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them already.
I mean, so could 2.
I mean, so
Yeah,
they all could. The only one I'm really sure about is 5, you know.
Yeah.
There are a few
So,
toughies there, a couple of toughies. I think number 3 you
two.
should get. You should get number 3. Maybe number 4 you should get as well.
I say so the problem is with 3 is it could be like one of 5 games, like
It's a
instantly.
popular game. It's a popular game. They're all popular. Well, I would say
So are these 5 games I'm thinking of.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say all of them, maybe aside from maybe one, are very popular board games.
And okay, so
I'm
that's
ready.
2 guessed, 3, 4 is easy. 5 and 6 are easy as well, actually.
2 is quite tricky. Do you want would you like a hint for number 2? Because that is the trickiest, I think.
Sure. 'cause
I've already
there's-
written it down, so yeah, go on.
Yeah. So think about. It's quite an old game now. It's an old one. Oh, there we go.
Mhm.
Let's stop that timer. We'll have a
I did it just
heart
in time. Good. I'll put my phone down.
attack. It is number 2 is more of a classic game. Okay, it's quite a light to medium weight, family weight game. So, are
Okay.
we ready to reveal the answers to these
Yes.
pictures? Which games
Come on, Kat.
relate to? So, the first one, number 1, is Chronicles of Crime.
Oh, I got it.
I
Oh,
put Arkham Horror.
I went with Clue.
Number
I said
2.
Clue or Time Stories.
Ah, it could have been, yes, it could have been. So number 2 was Carcassonne.
See, I put
Got it.
Castles of Burgundy.
Yep,
Yeah,
Castle Burgundy was my
Castles of
guess.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
think
the
Castle of the Mad King Ludwig.
that's the one I was
Ah.
thinking of. It could relate to,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's like a family weight sort of one
Yeah.
too. Maybe a little bit more, but
My cat is
Number
literally sat
3.
in my hand. I don't know what to do about this.
3 is
Ah.
Terraforming Mars.
I got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
And
for-
number 4 is Great,
Great
Western,
Western Trail.
Yeah.
Yes, got that one.
Got it.
Number 5 is
Wingspan.
Wingspan.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the easiest. That's got to be the easiest. And number 6, you should all get this.
Pandemic.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
I went with
absolutely.
virus because I
Oh,
hate pandemic so much.
Pandemic. That's the only one I didn't get. I said, so you've been eaten.
My cat's trying to eat my face. Sorry.
Right, so let's find out how many points you received. So Jonathan, we'll start with you. How many points? 1 point for each
I
correct
got
answer.
three altogether out of there. I got Great Western Trail, Wingspan, and Pandemic.
Well done. Well done.
And Terraforming Mars. Yeah, so 4.
Andrew.
Terraforming
I
Mars.
got 4.
That is literally that photo is the same exact coloration of the planet on Dune Imperium.
Yeah,
Ooh,
well,
it could be. I also put down on Mars in case that's the same basic premise, right? It's just Mars. So anything that has Mars on it. Is
It
pretty much-
looks
It
way
runs
more
like
like
Dune.
the cover of Dune Imperium than it does Terraforming Mars.
you wrote it down, didn't you? You wrote Dune.
Yeah, I wrote.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
that would have been too hard putting his Dune Imperium. It's Mars.
That's the one.
isn't it?
Wait, I
It's-
can't say that.
it's Mars.
It's too early.
Okay, so Sarah, how many points did you receive?
I got all of them right except for the last one. I said, so you've been eaten, because have any of you guys played So You've Been Eaten? Because it has those like pieces in it that
Oh,
look like
yeah.
germs and stuff in it.
Okay.
Can't believe
I
it.
was
Yeah.
wondering.
That was a good score, though. It was a good score. Grant, how many did you get?
4 of them.
Well done. And Jeff?
I too got 4. I got Carcassonne, Terraforming Mars, Great Western Trail, and Pandemic. But with the bird one, I went with nestlings instead of
Oh.
wingspan.
Ah, yeah,
and
yeah.
screwed that one up.
Yeah.
Randy?
I only got 3, but I will argue my case on 6 because a pandemic, all those viruses should look the same. I went with virus.
He has a point.
Mhm.
In Pandemic, all the viruses is the same.
So, let's round up the points. Let's find out how many we all received. Okay, it'd be interesting to see how many points people at home got as well. Because some of these rounds were tough questions. Sarah, you received 12 points in total, so well done.
Saber wins. That's all I'm saying. Saber wins.
Jonathan, you received 12 points as well. So well
Yes,
done.
we draw. I draw with Sarah.
Andrew, you received 10 points. Well done. Jeff, you also received 10 points.
Mm.
And Randy, if I can work out my mathematics there, well, slow down trying
You
to
just
flatten
gotta
my
count
brain.
to 14 or something, dude. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
12.5.
Randy, you received 11 points. Well done.
So me and Sarah need a tiebreaker.
Well, not quite. Grant, we still got Grant. You received 11 points.
Oh, so close.
So we have a tie. I'm going to ask you each a question,
Hey,
okay?
Sorry, you
To
haven't done
make
it yet.
it fair, to see whether you get the answer or not. So, Jonathan, I
Mhm.
will start with you, okay?
Because you know who I am and know I probably won't answer the question, right?
No. I want you to name me two. I think this is a fairly simple question. Name me two board game designers that have board games in the top 100 in Board Game Geek.
Isaac Childress and Friedman Fries.
Yes. Name the games.
Gloomhaven and
Yeah.
Friday, I'm guessing.
Name me one board game that's in the Board Game Geek top 100 that's won the Spiel des Jahres.
Oh, Quacks of Quedlinburg?
Let's have a look. Is that? I don't think that's one Spiel des Jahres, has it?
Oh no, is it in the
Yeah.
top 100 though? I don't know.
I was going to say, didn't that win the Kinderspiel? I think.
I don't
Oh, it
think
was a
it's in.
Kinderspiel. Oh,
Yeah, and I don't think it's in the top 100. Don't know. Tell you
It
what,
is. It's
right.
61 in the top
61,
100.
yeah.
okay.
But no,
Room service.
Did I just win the show?
it hasn't won the Spiel des Jahres.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay.
It's won a hell of a lot of awards, though. I can tell you now. It's
Yeah,
won
it's
the
a good game.
Kinderspiel. It's won the Kinderspiel.
Yeah.
But didn't win the Spiel des Jahres. It's won a ton of awards, though. Fair play to the
Mhm.
game.
yeah, that's
So-
why it was a good guess. That's why it was a great guess,
It
to
was
be fair.
close. So,
Yeah, good guess, Sarah.
Thank you.
Jonathan, you are the winner of the quiz.
The first
Well
time
done.
you've ever seen me win a game. I play with you weekly, and this is the first time I've ever won anything. So I'm happy. It's the first time I've ever won anything online. Every stream I've ever done, I've lost.
Oh, congratulations.
You've just broken a record. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what to do now. I should just give up.
It was super fun, though. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
it, and
Thank
it
you,
was
guys.
different as well. As I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I'd just like to thank you all for participating in this, and I hope you at home as well have enjoyed it and got involved. And it was different. It was tough, some of these questions. There's no doubt about it. But it was different, and each round it felt a little bit different as well, which was important. So it feels fresh and a little bit more unique than your usual quizzes. And I hope you contestants have enjoyed it as well. So thank you so much for participating. And I wish everyone a really good Christmas, whether it's just the start of your Christmas day or whether it's the end of the Christmas day and you still continue to get lashed. Whatever it is, please do enjoy your day. And I hope it's been a great, fantastic experience and family event for you. So thank you so much all. And
Thank
until
you,
next
Jay.
time.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Jay. It's been fun to join you.